What's going on, everybody? Anushka Sheffy here from DropshipSniper.com, and in this video I have something very sad. I lost thousands of dollars, guys, in my Amazon dropshipping business, and I don't want you to lose thousands of dollars, okay? This is what this channel is devoted to. I want to help you guys overcome obstacles, not run into the same shit that I'm running into in my six-figure Amazon business, okay? I've come across a lot of obstacles, and this is one that's pretty intricate. This is for the more serious dropshippers, the ones that are out there making some serious money and doing some big moves, okay? So what the heck am I talking about? How did I lose $5,000? First of all, we're going to talk about what the heck the problem is, how to avoid the problem, and then a tool that's helping me really save my ass in the future. Okay, 2017 cost me $5,000, a little bit in 2018 already. I'm happy I realized it now early on because 2018 could have been a lot more costly, guys. So let's get right into this. What the hell am I talking about? Walmart tax exemption, guys. Okay, if you don't already know, Walmart is one of my top suppliers. Actually, it is my top supplier for my Amazon dropshipping business, okay? So I will ship directly from Walmart's warehouses all the way to my customer's doorstep, okay? And this is kind of how I run my business, and I do very good numbers. But the thing is, in order to get an upper hand on the competition, what I've done is I've gotten tax exempt, okay? And since we're talking about taxes, let's be real, guys. I'm not a tax advisor. I'm not a tax attorney. If you're seeking tax advice, you should probably find a professional. This is just my personal experience trying to help you guys, like I said, just overcome these obstacles and become the greatest dropshipper that you can, right? Or the greatest e-commerce business that you can, okay? And so from my personal experience to you guys, okay? So if you like this stuff, go ahead and like, share this, comment below anything that you need. I'm here to help you guys in future videos. You can comment tips and tricks for other people. Very much appreciated. But let's get right into this. So we're talking about tax exemption and tax, okay? So how does this whole game work? In the United States, at least, I'm in California, so this is very specific to my situation. Obviously, if you're in Colorado, if you're somewhere else, then you have a different situation. But for me in California, how it works is when I make a purchase, if I go to Walmart directly as a consumer, I'm charged tax, right? So if I buy a $100 laptop, I don't know why I'd be buying a $100 laptop. That's a really cheap laptop. But hey, maybe I bought a $100 laptop. I should be charged roughly about 9–10% on that, depending on where I am in the state, you know, county, city, all this, jurisdictions and all this. But let's just go with 10%. I should be charged $10 tax on that item. All right, now, if I'm selling these items, you know, I'm not personally using them, okay, it's called a use tax. If I'm not personally using these items and I'm selling it, right, then I should not be the one to pay the taxes on that item because I'm reselling it. I'm not personally using the item myself. So, as an Amazon dropshipper, when I go to purchase this item to resell it from Walmart, what you can do is you can go over here to Walmart tax exempt and you can get what's called tax exemption, okay? In order to do this, let's, you know, again, I'm not a legal, just trying to help you guys. I'm not an attorney, blah, 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 all that legal BS that nobody wants to hear a million times, okay? I'll probably be the last time I say it. Who knows? I might say it again. But the point is here, guys, that you can get tax exempt. So you, the person selling the items, again, do not have to pay the tax on that item. Now, what happens? You need to establish a business. In my case, it was a business in California. I established my business. I got my reseller's permit, so the state of California knows I'm reselling these items. And in that case, I can take that seller's permit to Walmart and get tax exempt. So I give them that piece of paper that I got through the state of California that tells them I'm a reseller. It has a specific number that's attached to me and my business, right? And I can take that information, go to Walmart and say, hey, get me tax exemption in these specific states. It's a little bit of a process. You do have to get you know, verified. It takes maybe a day or two. It's very simple once you have your business established. Now, once you do that, the orders in whatever states you are tax exempt in, okay, and in my case, I'm tax exempt in maybe 40 states across the US, so I don't pay tax in like 40 states, right? So when an order comes in from California onto my Amazon store, I should be, this is the catch, and this is where shit hits the fan, I should be collecting tax from my Amazon customers, okay? Because somebody has to pay the tax. It's not like the tax just disappears. Somebody has to pay the tax to the state. They are very unforgiving, and if you mess with their money, they will come after you, they will audit you, they will fine you and penalize you, so you don't want to mess with the state government, the federal government. You don't want to mess with the government's money, okay? So, this is how it works. You get tax exempt. Any orders that you're going to be shipping to your customers inside of California, in my case, need to be charged tax, okay? So imagine I place an order for the laptop on Walmart for a customer in California. The laptop gets purchased at $100. They do not add the tax because they understand I'm reselling the item, okay? So $100. Now, I was the one supposed to be collecting the tax on that item. So I assumed I had set up my Amazon properly, okay? We're actually going to go behind the scenes of my account right now, and I'm going to show you that I screwed up, and it was one checkbox that cost me $5,000, guys, okay? So I've already logged in. I don't want to show any private information here, but I'll show you what I did and how this whole system works. So in Amazon, I need to go in, I need to go to settings, tax settings on the top right-hand corner, and this is the page it should take me to. Well, you go to tax settings, and then it's the third link on the tax settings page, okay? And it should take you to a page just like this. It has all these check boxes, and hey, it says, hey, where do you want to collect tax, okay? And so I came here, this was months ago when I got my tax exemption, and I said, hey, I want to collect tax in California, so let's go ahead and collect state, county, city, district. I put my state registration number, which is obviously hidden, and that was pretty much it. I went down, the bottom of the page says confirm, and I confirmed it multiple times, verified it, everything looked good. And at one point, I actually was looking at my orders, and it looked like orders were getting taxed. I actually know orders were getting taxed. So very strange. At one point, initially the orders were getting taxed, my customers were getting charged tax, I was collecting the tax, and I was supposed to remit that tax at the end of the year. Okay, so I'm the one that's supposed to collect it from the customer and take it and give it to the state. Okay, that was my job. Unfortunately, I did not have one checkbox checked, and it was this one right here, guys. Use default product tax code. And you have to select from this gigantor menu of codes what kind of products in general you're going to be selling, okay? If you do not select this, it will not add the specific code to your product listings, okay? So when I select AGEN tax, that tells Amazon that for all the products that we list in our category, we want to use the default tax code of AGEN tax, which will finally collect tax. So I don't know where the confusion happened. I don't know where we saw tax was being collected, but I did initially see that. For some reason, it got turned off. It changed. I'm not sure what happened, but in the end, you need to make sure that you select use default product tax code, okay? AGEN tax. Now, for your situation, it could be different. Maybe you're in, there's so much book bags, okay? If you're selling clothing book bags, you have to select the specific clothing book bag, okay? Now, there is a way to set it per product. So if, let's say, you set this as your global default, your default product tax code, this is global for all your products. If you have a specific product that, say, is a book bag, then you can go into that product in your inventory, just go inventory, manage inventory, and you can tell that specific product, hey, this is a book bag, so tax it accordingly, right? But this is your global kind of settings for all your products. Unfortunately, I did not check this when I saved my settings. It cost me $5,000, okay? So, like I said, if you're tax exempt, you've got to pay taxes, so be sure that you are collecting it. And, this is a whole intricate system. If you're not shipping to customers in California, you may or may not need to collect tax. In my case, I'm in California. When I ship to California, I need to collect tax. If I don't ship to California, perhaps I don't need to collect tax. But it's all, like I said, variable for your specific situation, so be sure to do your research. Now, I want to give you a tool that can help you keep track of this. Okay, so if you can understand, if you don't understand fully yet how this is working, Amazon is literally watching every single order that comes in California on my account, and it tracks the specific state, county, city, and district that customer is in, and based on that specific criteria, it will give an exact tax amount. So in my county, my tax could be 8.25. The next door city, the tax could be 9.75. So it's doing a lot of stuff in the background calculating all this stuff. Now, if you were to go through all my transactions, I did like 4,500 transactions in December. To go through each transaction, let's say, find out if it was from California, find out what state, county, city, and district it was in, do the calculations for the taxes, and then remit those taxes to the state, it would literally take me, I can't even imagine. Like, I would have to hire a whole accounting team to do this. Now, what the heck did I do for 2018 so that I don't run into the issue that I did in 2017? Okay, so let's go over to TaxJar, guys. TaxJar.com. I've already logged in. As usual, I'm going to hide some of the secret information. Don't want to reveal all my secrets, right? My store's names and all that. But the point is, you can see here in California, you can see the next filing date is just a couple days away. I owe $4,693. This is across 2 stores. This is the sales tax I should have collected had I checked that box on Amazon, okay? I did not collect a dime of that. So what does that mean? Well, like I said, the state is very unforgiving. They don't give a shit about you. As long as they get their payment, they're cool. If they don't get their payment, you're screwed, and you will be penalized. Literally, if I don't get this payment in by January 31st, they're going to charge me 10% plus penalties and fees, okay? So this would immediately go up to like 300 or 5,200. I'm no mathematician, guys. Bear with me. But you know, it would go up immediately, plus there's penalties and fees for paying late, okay? They don't mess around, so make sure you're not messing around and make sure you speak to a professional, you get your stuff in line, use TaxJar. There's tons of information on TaxJar's website as far as, you know, your specific state, how to collect, how to remit, all of this stuff, and they track your specific stores. So you can go into TaxJar, you link up your Amazon store, it will literally do all that heavy lifting of finding which orders came from your specific state, calculating the state and district and all those, you know, jurisdictions. And by the way, those things are updated like every couple months or every 6 months. Don't quote me on that, but those calculations are updated every couple months. So if your tax was 8.25 this month, perhaps next month it will be 9.25, or it will have changed, right? So it's always changing. TaxJar does the heavy lifting. It does the searching of the products that ship to California. In my case, it will do the calculations and spit this number back. And they even do auto filing, so that they will file with the state, which is another task, right? So this is very tedious stuff, but in the end, why would you want to do tax exemption, okay? It's very beneficial for a number of reasons. First of all, your competition is not tax exempt, which means you're going to have an upper hand on the competition. You can offer lower prices on that, and then you just absorb more sales, right? Because you're not getting charged tax on that item. So, and then also when you set it up the way that we just talked about with Amazon, then you're going to immediately be charging taxes in whatever state you need to be collecting it, okay? So, guys, I know I talked about a lot. I was kind of all over the place, but the point is I'm trying to help you out. I really care that you guys do not run into this issue. Please, I want you to keep the money in your pocket, okay? You work hard for it. You build this store up, and you know, you do so much, and all of a sudden you get hit with a bill that you didn't see coming, or I saw it coming, but I thought I was collecting it. So anyways, guys, a lesson learned, a big lesson, big expensive lesson, and I'm happy I caught it in the beginning of 2018. So if you liked this video, I would really appreciate it. Just go ahead and like it down below, leave me a comment, and you know, if you have any tips or tricks for other dropshippers or e-commerce people out there, please go ahead and share your information, because you know, together we can overcome obstacles and not run into $5,000 mistakes, okay? So like it, share it, leave a comment, and if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm looking forward to helping you guys out and kind of growing your awesome dropshipping business, okay? Thank you very much for checking this out. I will see you on the next one. Have a good day.